Well, hello everybody. It is Monday, May 25th. It is Memorial Day. It's about 1 o'clock. So far today, as of right now, I woke up kind of late. I didn't physically get out of my bed until like 10 o'clock, but again, I do go to bed on average right now at about 2. I was just tired. I don't know. So I got up. I did a easy spin class or an easy ride. It was called a recovery ride with Allie Love. I thought this was a great opportunity to kind of test her out. I've heard a lot about her. She seems to be a lot of people's favorites. I ran a little over 3.5 miles yesterday, and today is technically a rest day for me. So I'm supposed to do something light, like yoga is what really I'm supposed to do, but I'm waiting on my yoga blocks to arrive. I don't know if I ever shared that saga with you guys, but I ordered some yoga blocks from Amazon late April, and they were supposed to get here by May 7th. They never came. I tried to track them on UPS, but there was literally no tracking information. I called Amazon and kind of had a bit of an attitude with Amazon, because by the time I called Amazon, I was really upset. Called Amazon to try and get a refund, because I had since read some comments saying some people had the same issue and it was starting to feel like a bit of a scam. Amazon told me I had to wait 2 business days after they contacted them. So they were going to contact them, say, hey, this person's missing their items. Then from there, sorry, I had to take a bit of a break because my arm was killing me. So Amazon said they were going to contact them to inquire as to where my yoga blocks were, and I had to wait 2 business days, or I had to allow them 2 business days to get back. And if they didn't get back, then I had to call Amazon again to get a refund started. So they never contacted me back, so I called Amazon. They've since processed the refund. But all that to say, right now, yoga blocks are like the toilet paper of the coronavirus. They are very hard to find in terms of getting them in a timely fashion. You can't find them at Target online. You can't find them at Target in the store. I tried Walmart, but like they weren't gonna come until like July or something. So then I went back to Amazon, because when I did go to Target one day, I saw that they had yoga kits in stock that had like a yoga strap, a yoga mat, and 1 yoga block, which I need 2. And I already had a yoga strap and I have 2 yoga mats. But then that gave me the idea to come home and check on Amazon and just type in yoga kit to see if I could find something that already had yoga blocks in it and maybe a yoga strap, and go that route. And I was able to. So I found a kit. It has 2 yoga blocks, a yoga strap, and I think a couple of yoga towels. And that is supposed to come on Friday. So all that to say, I can't do yoga today because I need those yoga blocks, because I am not flexible. And I need the blocks to assist me into getting some of these very basic positions down. So instead of doing yoga today, I did a recovery ride, which is just a very easy ride where you just stay in the saddle the whole time. But then I learned if it's a rest day, I really shouldn't be doing it, but oh well. So I did a recovery ride with Allie Love. I really enjoyed it. So far, this is my that was my 3rd ride on the bike. One of the things that I really like about it is that the dogs are not disturbed by that bike at all. So if I do any kind of workout in the house, whether that be yoga or a quick little cardio something, or even if I'm power walking upstairs because I'm trying to close my rings, the dogs are very disoriented by that and they bark at me for doing it. So when I got the bike, I wondered if they would be able to handle having the bike and me being on the bike, and they are not fazed by it at all. So it's very quiet. The dogs don't care, and that's great. So I did that, and then I did a stretch routine with the Peloton app, and I did a 10-minute ab workout with the app. So I did a total of about 40 minutes of exercise. So my exercise ring is closed there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Starbucks right now, because at least where I'm at, they are having this really good promotion where if you use the mobile app to order ahead and pick it up, they give you 25 bonus stars every time you do that, which is like, for me, is the equivalent of me buying like 4 drinks for the price of 1 in terms of like the stars that I get. So I'm gonna go do that. And when I come home, I have some things to do. I have a to-do list in this cute little notebook that a friend of mine bought for me to celebrate me completing my 15th year of teaching. I did an Insta story about it, but she was originally just a parent of a student that I had years ago in 5th grade. Her son that I had, Daniel, just graduated from high school, so I've known them for a while. And she got this very cute little notebook that I think her sister has a small company and she makes these. So I love it. I just like holding it and looking at it. The company name is For the Love of Lemon. It's very small from my understanding. I will put their Instagram information in my description box. But it has a lot of different notebooks, and one of those inside of here is just like a calendar. And so I've started putting like my to-dos in there. So there you go. And all these cute little accessories came with it. The only thing that I added to this little notebook is this clip here and this gold clip. This is like a little piece that says coffee, teach, sleep, repeat. And it was just a piece that wasn't adhered to this, and I wanted it to stay, so I stapled it to the cover, and this little gold clip is covering that staple. So I need to do a couple things. I am in the process of refinancing my house, which is great because it's gonna save me some money, and I need to send some paperwork off to do that. I need to cancel my flight to South Africa because that trip is not happening. But more importantly, I don't know if it's more important, but more fun-wise, I have a package that I'm gonna share with you guys when I get back. That was sent to me last week, and I didn't get a chance to open it up over the weekend because I was just too busy like enjoying my Peloton bike and other things. So I'm gonna go do all that. I'm gonna eat, and then the next time you see me, I'm gonna share with you what's in this box, and that's it. So I'll talk to you later. All right, it is now about 4 o'clock. I have gotten my Starbucks and my 25 bonus stars to go along with it. Came home, ate, and did the like administrative secretarial tasks that I needed to complete. The main thing I wanted to do or needed to do, and I was the most anxious about, was canceling my flight to South Africa. Because Tia, who is the woman I was going to be leading this trip with, because we were doing this through Book Bag Adventures, which is formerly known as Book Bag Tours, which is the company I went to Finland with last year. She had canceled her flight about a week or so ago and just had the hardest time getting it done through Delta. She has like a Delta like rewards account, and I don't know if that's what made it so difficult for her. Whereas the flight was booked for me through Book Bag Adventures. And so for me, the process was really easy. I just had to have my confirmation number, and I was able to do everything online. And essentially they're just issuing a credit to my account that's just gonna be used to purchase the airline ticket for next summer, because we are going to go next summer now that it's been canceled for this year. So I got that done. And then there was some paperwork that I needed to complete and get ready to mail for the refinance process that I'm going through. So that was finished. I sent out an email that I needed to send out. And I feel like there was something else I was doing, but I can't think of it. But the rule for me was I had to get all that done before I got to open this box that I'm gonna share with you guys. So I just took it out of the box here, just in the interest of time. And this is what it is. I got a box or a shipment or a special treat from Teddy Blake. This came in the mail on Friday. I didn't get a chance to open it on Friday because I was, you know, consumed with setting up my Peloton bike and getting that situated. And I knew that I wanted to share this unboxing with you guys because I have not opened it yet. So I didn't touch it at all over the weekend because I wanted you guys to see my real reaction to what I'm going to open. So they sent me this out of the kindness of their heart. They told me to give it a try, let them and you guys know how I feel. They did give me the option to kind of look at some things and indicate what kind of look and style I was going for. So that was nice of them. And so let's take a peek to see what I got. So if you know me, I love a good handbag. I have actually seen this Instagram account for a while. I just have been very disciplined in not purchasing any more handbags, because when I bought my first Louis Vuitton, I said, you know what, let's just save up and invest in really nice handbags. And I bought one and then said, you cannot buy yourself another one for a very long time because those are pricey. And so I haven't but I've been very tempted, especially by some of the bags I've seen on their Instagram account. So to get one is great. So if you don't know about them, it is a New York-based company that makes designer luxury handbags, and so they are of good quality. As you can see, the packaging is really nice. So the box that it came in looked just like this right there. It's a nice sturdy box to store the bag in, or yeah, the handbag in. And then on the inside, it just tells you that every Teddy Blake handbag has been made with you in mind, to be an extension of your unique style and flatter your everyday fashion choice. So that's what it says on the inside. Then the bag is wrapped, and it does have a dust bag with it, which is always nice. And some bubble wrap too. Okay. So then it comes in this little dust bag here. And let's see. Oh, it's cute. So here it is. This is the bag that I chose. I gave them a lot of different ideas and options as to what I really liked. Most of them involved bags that were available in this color, because I really do like this color. This one is called, I believe, the Ava 9 in silver. They have another one called the Ava 9 in gold, which just means like this detailing will be gold instead of silver. So I chose the silver, and I just like the fact that it's structured, it's smaller. My hope is to be able to use this like when I'm going somewhere and I don't want a full-blown heavy-duty bag. I just want something small and simple, that this will do the job for me. Oh, okay. So you just move these little flaps here, it looks like. You lift that up, and then there is a strap on the inside. Let's see how long this strap is. It looks like it's adjustable. So I'm gonna put it on here actually to see just how it works. All right, so there it is with the strap on. I don't know if you can get a good idea. Like I said, it is adjustable. So I wanted something a little bit smaller, because I do tend to get big bags all the time, mostly because I have glasses that I need to carry. But there are times that I want something smaller, especially last year when I traveled in Finland. I really did realize that I would like to have like a small crossbody bag, and I feel like this could do that, and it still has some style about it. So I undid the flaps so I can kind of see how big it is on the inside. You take the paper out. It is very structured, so it doesn't lose its shape. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but that's how it is. This is what it looks like on the inside in terms of space. And then on the back, there is a zipper that you can also put some things in. I would probably put my keys in there. And just from the feel of it, you can tell that it's very sturdy. Like it's quality leather for sure. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do today at some point after my nap is I'm going to switch out my purse, because right now I am still carrying my Louis Vuitton bag that is in the a bean pattern. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's really a fall bag. It's very dark. So I'm gonna try and switch over to this today, since it's summertime. This says summer to me in terms of the color, and then I'll probably use my Louis Vuitton wallet on the inside just to give it some like color contrast or something. But yeah, so I'm really thankful to have been sent this, and I'm gonna carry it for a while and kind of share with you guys if it's working for me. But if you are not following them, check them out on Instagram. I'll be sure to link their Instagram information in the description box if you want to check them out. And that's what I got in the mail on Friday. So Friday was a big mail day for me. So as far as right now, honestly, I'm a little tired, so I'm about to go take a nap and see where the day takes me from there. Happy Tuesday. It's 11 o'clock. I'm actually on my way to like a UPS drop-off location because I'm returning 2 Amazon purchases. One is a fanny pack that I've been using to run, but the fanny pack is so shallow, if that makes sense, that it's hard to put things in and out of it. It's more trouble than what it's worth. So I'm returning that, and I'm gonna need to look for one that has a little bit more depth to it. And the other item, I accidentally ordered 2 of the same thing and I only needed 1. So I got a gift card from a student, a couple students actually, to Amazon. and I decided to order myself some metallic Apple Watch bands. So I ordered one in silver, gold, and rose gold, and I accidentally ordered 2 silver ones. So I am taking both of those things back. Here's the little shallow fanny pack that really has like no room. This is as wide as it gets. So when I'm trying to just like slide things in and out while it's on my hip, it becomes a bit of a challenge. And then the extra little band is right there. So I'm taking those back to this drop-off location, and I'm contemplating whether or not I'm going to pre-order Starbucks to get my 50 bonus stars, because it just seems like I have to do it. Yesterday I stopped vlogging pretty early actually, and then after I spoke, I got my things situated in my new Teddy Blake purse, which I'll show you in a second. Well, not in a second because I'm driving, but I'll show you at some point today. And I don't really know what else I did. I took a nap. I did some reading up on the 8th grade social studies standards, because I do want to be more disciplined in teaching history. Like I just want to do a better job as a social studies and history teacher. And so I was reading up on that to just reacclimate myself with the content that we teach in 8th grade, because last year was just me going through the motions and kind of following the guidance of the book in my grade level, because I didn't really know any better. And so now I have a year under me, so I felt like reading those was a good place to start in my effort to become better in teaching that subject matter. So I did that, and that was really it. I took it easy, did some reading, finished watching Dead to Me, which is a show I would recommend. But that's about it. And then today I've so far just gotten dressed, got this stuff together to return. I watched a YouTube video in preparation for a book study meeting that I'm having with several different teachers on Instagram and YouTube surrounding the book Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria. We're just going over the prologue, and I'm curious to see how it goes, and how open people are to having this conversation, because there's quite a few people on there that I don't know. Like, I've never met them, I've never really spoken to them through social media or over the phone or through text or anything like that, so I don't know them very well. And then there's quite a few that I've met, but I still don't know very well. And my thing with conversations like this is that, and one of the things the author said in this YouTube video that I just watched, is the only way really for us to get better as a society is we do have to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable in this conversation. Like, progress comes from the ability to have times where everyone's just uncomfortable for different reasons, because you're saying things that need to be said, or asking questions that maybe need to be asked, or sharing experiences that need to be shared. And there's a part of me that's worried that not everyone is going to be of that mindset, and we're just going to read it and we're going to talk about how great it is that we're reading and having the conversation, but no real like change or result will come from it. And we all have things to change and learn. There are things that I need to be better about in general, in talking about race and culture and ethnicity in all regards. And so I'm curious to see about that, because I don't know some of them, you know, and some of them are younger, and I think sometimes just the difference in age affects how people communicate and what they're willing to communicate. And there are some people in the group that I was frustrated by with the whole Ahmaud Arbery case, in the sense that I don't believe that they made any mention of it or posted anything about it or anything like that. And like I said in the last vlog, I just feel like as teachers, that's something that we need to be willing to do. If you are a teacher on social media who's influencing current teachers, aspiring teachers, young teachers, like, you have to show that you have to be willing to engage in these kinds of conversations to not only make your teaching life more effective and valuable, but to have a positive effect on society as a whole. So it'll just be interesting to see the dynamic. I'm looking forward to it. I said all that to say basically that I'm looking forward to it, but I have some some cautious optimism. So let me put my face mask on. And speaking of my face mask, I just realized not too long ago I've been wearing this face mask upside down. I think it's supposed to go like this, but I've been wearing it like this. So you tell me, is it supposed to go this way for my chin, or is it supposed to go up here? I think it's supposed to go this way, which is why I'm going to put it on this way. But there's that situation has also been happening. So I'm going to go in here, drop this stuff off, and maybe go to Starbucks. Finished the book chat. I actually finished it maybe about 45 minutes or so ago, and all in all it went well. We just talked about the prologue. I don't know if I mentioned that in the earlier clip, and the conversation just kind of was not, it was focused, but it was kind of everywhere, because the prologue was really just filled with a lot of statistical data and stuff like that. So we shared a lot of our personal experiences, and I always feel bad because in these conversations I tend to talk a lot more than the average participant, because it's just something I'm really interested in. And so I'm always self-conscious about the amount of talking that I'm doing. So next week I'm going to really try to control myself, but I just get so into it. But it was definitely a diverse group of people from different parts of the country. I think in total there were 28 teachers on it. And some were active participants like myself, and then some were silent because they just weren't comfortable speaking at that time. They're more in a stage of listening, which is okay. And I have to understand that not everybody wants to or feels comfortable yet talking, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not actively engaged. But I do hope that they find ways to kind of jump in there. My battery's gonna die, because I think the more you engage in the actual conversation, the more you get out of it. So that went well. I'm gonna try and show you my purse before this battery dies. So I have moved into this cute little thing, this Teddy Blake purse, and it is definitely, I think I said, smaller than what I would normally carry. So this is going to be my summertime buddy, and this is definitely something that I will take with me if I'm going shopping when those days come back, or if I'm on a vacation or trip and I need a purse, but I don't want to bring my big giant purse. So what I have been able to fit in here are really just the essentials. So let me, and I did put the strap on it, and when my battery is not going to die, maybe I'll show it to you with the strap on, but it does work as a crossbody. I did lengthen the strap. And so what I've been able to fit in here are just, let's see if I can turn this around, my basics. Okay. So inside of there is my, come on Latanya, get it together, my summertime wallet. So this is the other Louis Vuitton wallet that I have. This is my glass case right here. My cell phone was in there earlier, but it's not. And then obviously my keys. So I actually took this with me when I ran my little errands today, and I love it. So much so that I started looking at other handbags, but self-discipline is key. So all in all, I definitely think it's gonna work for what I have it intended for. Is this something that I'm gonna use every single day? Like when the school year starts? Probably not, because wearing, whoa, what's the situation here? There we go. I don't know. Because on a day-to-day basis, I just have so much that I'm carrying, like my makeup, my glasses, my sunglasses, a toiletry bag. So that obviously won't all fit in here, but this is a very stylish way to just have a quick little bop around town or be on vacation. And I absolutely, positively love the color. And right now, I just love the smell of this leather. Like, I wish you could smell it. You know what good quality, fresh leather smells like? That's what it smells like. So here it is. Hopefully I can get in touch with someone at Teddy Blake to kind of give you a link and see if they have any offers to offer you guys if you're interested, and I will be sure to put that in the description box. But again, I want to thank them for gifting this to me and trusting me to kind of like share it with you guys. But so far I'm loving it. So as of the rest of the day, I don't know if I'm gonna take a nap or try and do some work. I'm trying to just do a little bit of light lesson planning, make myself a better social studies teacher. So I read the introduction to the frameworks yesterday, and I have some ideas on how I want to start social studies. So I kind of need to think that through, but I'm feeling a little unmotivated right now, so we'll see. But anyway, I'll check in with you later. Hey guys, I don't know, but things look weird to me. Like the lighting, I don't know if it's where the sun is shining. I don't know. So if this clip or the clips I've vlogged so far this week look weird, I apologize. And I don't even know how to fix it at this point. But it is Thursday after 5:30. And you guys, I'm just so lazy. I just feel so lazy. I feel like a complete fraud because there's so many people that watch my videos or follow me on Instagram that just think I'm not lazy and that I'm just hustling all the time, and that's just not true. So I have things that I can be doing. There's nothing that I really have to do. There are things that I just can be doing and that I feel like I should be doing, and I mentally am motivated to do it, but physically am not motivated to do it, if that makes any kind of sense. And so I've not really accomplished anything today. The most I've done is I've gone to Starbucks, ate, sent a couple emails, and did some Insta storing, and that's really it. What's written down in my little agenda of things to do, this cute little thing here, is today I need to cook, which I will because I have to eat. But I also want to edit the middle school versus elementary school video. I filmed that yesterday, and I plan to have that upload on Saturday. So that is on my list of things to do. But I also need to run today, and the likelihood of me running and then coming home to edit a video is very minimal. So the likelihood of that even happening today is like dwindling by the minute. But I didn't vlog it all yesterday because I spent a chunk of the day recording the middle school versus elementary school video. And when I was done with that, I was kind of like done talking to the camera, so I just chose not to vlog yesterday. But that was really all that you missed. I did do some Insta story stuff where I was really asking people what kind of content would they like to see in addition to or besides weekly vlogs now that my school year is done. And so I got some ideas, but the truth of the matter is when I do just a standalone, just sit down video, it just doesn't seem to get as much traction or views. And I don't know why that is. I guess people don't want me to just sit and talk. So I think what I'm going to try and do throughout the summer is incorporate some of the things that people requested into just either weekly vlogs or daily vlogs, because quite a few people said they would like to see a day in the life type thing. But then the kinds of things aside from vlogs that they like to see was like home decor stuff, and I kind of have to wrap my brain around like what I would say about that. Because I just shop for things that I know I like. And so I don't know that I can articulate how someone else can do that for themselves. So it was that, style stuff, like how do I style clothes? How do I pick my outfits out? Where do I shop? How do I dress for my body type? I've had over the years people ask me about an eyebrow tutorial. So there's little things that I think I can do and incorporate into like a day in the life. I just have to figure it out. So I just finished doing an Insta story right now about teacher unions, specifically for new teachers that are dealing with not having a lot of job security right now because of the coronavirus and budget cuts and things like that. I'm not going to repeat all that I said here, but I will save that in my highlights on Instagram. So if you're interested and you're a new teacher and you want to hear just my advice based on my experience being a union rep in my particular district, make sure you look for it on Instagram. It'll be under, I think the highlight is called Teacher Life or something like that. So, but as far as what's up, I'll show you what's up. Riley's right here. Riley, do you want to say hello? Braylee. Okay, there you go. It's rude. People like you and you need to say hello. So there he is. Okay. Up close and personal. There you go. And Genesis, we don't know. We don't know where she is right now. She's probably upstairs underneath my bed. As far as other things, I'm still loving my Peloton bike. That's another video people want to see. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna cook and in about 15 minutes, because cooking before I run has been working out quite nicely. The meal that I had on, I think that was Tuesday. I don't know what day that was. It was a pasta dish. I think I recorded some footage, was really good. And I was gonna come back on and talk to you guys on Tuesday, but I came home, got all the information about the George Floyd case. That was the same day that I learned about the woman in Central Park. And I just was speechless. I just was in a weird mental space and I didn't even have words. So what I had intended to do was to come back and show you the meal. There was something I was gonna do, but I just couldn't. So what I am happy to say is that over the past couple of days, on places like Instagram, I have noticed more and more teachers that are white teachers, not teachers of color, just really making an effort to post something about things like this and make it clear that these things are tragedies, and making it known that they feel like any kind of injustice is an injustice for all. And that really does make me happy. And it's a start, and I hope that we continue in that same direction. So I don't know, I just thought I should check in because I hadn't at all yesterday. But I'm probably just gonna sit here for another 15 minutes or so, get up, cook, and then go run 3 miles. Probably closer to 3.5 miles. And then come home and just be exceptionally tired. So yeah, I might vlog some of the cooking, but I don't know. I feel like me checking it right now is pointless because I'm rambling. So I'm gonna stop. I'll talk to you later.
We're open and ready to serve you with special offers across the Ford lineup. It's Ford's Memorial Day Sell-A-Thon with 6 months of payment relief, or choose 0% for 84 months of those 2019s.
We hear it every day. All things we should do to help ourselves, protect ourselves, and keep our family and community safe. But there's one thing we can all do together that is as easy as it is important. Complete the 2020 census. Just take a few minutes online, by phone, or by mail, and your participation could help inform how billions in funding will go to healthcare, education, and emergency services each year for the next 10 years.
Thank you so much.
Shape your...
So, I feel like God just made me have this moment to teach me a life lesson. So, just moments ago, I was talking to you about how I was going to get up and run and cook. And I decided to sit down for a minute and just spend some quality time with Genesis. And in that moment where I was not focused on anything but just enjoying a cuddle session with my dog, I realized, what am I doing? Like, why am I stressing myself out about doing something, getting something done, a to-do list, a task list? Like, I'm on freaking summer break. I've been working a lot. And yes, it's important to work hard, but it's also important to just enjoy like simple moments like this. So I give Genesis a hard time on social media. I do. I admit it. But those of you that know me know that I love her to pieces. I've had her since she was a puppy. She's going to be 16, I believe, in July. And right now, this moment is just very special to me. Like, I want to be around her. She wants to be around me. And I literally, physically feel better just having these moments. Riley just jumped up, as you saw, because he got jealous. But he's now laying on the floor. And so I'm going to enjoy this moment for as long as I can. And what I've decided is I'm going to exercise. But I had to remind myself I have a Peloton bike, so I'm just gonna spin and enjoy it. And just because I made a rule that says I run on Thursdays doesn't mean the world's gonna come to an end when I do something else besides run on a Thursday. I mean, I'm in control of my life, right? And on top of that, I might not even cook because it's National Hamburger Day or something, and that just sounds like an excuse to get a hamburger. So, I don't know. I just had like a very important moment where I was like, LaTanya, just relax. And the anxiety you feel is really self-induced. Like, I'm putting this pressure on myself to get X, Y, and Z done, but there's nothing that really says I have to do it. And maybe it's okay for me to just sit on the couch and cuddle my dog for however long I feel like it. And it's okay for me to spin instead of running. That was what I bought the bike for, to have the option. And it's okay if I don't cook. And so, I just thought I'd share that epiphany that I just had about my life and what I do to myself sometimes. So, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to vlog anymore for the day, because I feel like this is a good place to leave today off. So I'm going to just see you tomorrow. There he is. There's little Riley. Get your Riley boy. Riley Roo. Oh. Such a sweet dog. But, let me see. Riley. Riley got us into a little bit of an issue yesterday. So I think the last time I spoke to you guys yesterday, I had decided I was not gonna run, I was gonna spin. Sorry. So the last time I spoke to you guys yesterday, I decided that I wasn't gonna run. I was going to take a spin class on my Peloton instead and take the dogs for a walk before that, which I did. The walk went very well until Riley saw another dog that we've had encounters with before, and that dog saw him simultaneously, and they ran towards each other, pulling Genesis in the process, and got all 3 of their retractable leashes tangled up. I do blame Riley for some of it, but I also blame the other dog, because this dog lives in the complex, and several times when we've passed by the condo this dog lives in, it will run out of its front door because the owner leaves the front door open so the dog can come and go as it pleases, jumps through some spaces in a gate that's in front of its condo, and like comes, you know, to try and bark at Riley and Genesis. So those 2 dogs actually encountered each other yesterday and ran towards each other, got their leashes tangled up, and that dog's owner did absolutely nothing to help me get them untangled. Riley pulled me so hard that I dropped his leash, I dropped my phone, I dropped my wallet, and didn't have enough time to act, you know, obviously get him back. And so for a long time, that woman held her dog that was tangled up with my dog's leashes and her mother, and they just watched me try and untangle the leashes all by myself. And then when I asked them, can you go get my wallet or my, you know, keychain that flew out of my hands that's now on the sidewalk out of my sight, she said, yeah, I see it, but I don't want to get it because I don't have gloves on. Which I understand, we're in a pandemic, but I'm like, ma'am, can you do something that helps the situation? So I said, can you go stand next to it at least? So she did, but then she grew weary of helping me in that way, so she eventually decided that she had other leashes at home and she was just gonna leave me to deal with the mess in the parking lot in the dark all by myself while 2 dogs were wandering around. So that happened last night. So Riley, as precious, where is he? As precious as he is, really needs to work on that. He is just not okay with seeing other dogs in the neighborhood. So by the time everything was said and done, I did take a spin class, but I didn't eat dinner until like 11 o'clock at night because I got delayed. So that's what happened. That's how that day ended. Today, it's 2 o'clock. I got up, I took it's called a groove ride on the Peloton app, 20 minutes, and it's like, at least with Cody, it's like a dance ride, if you will, on the bike. So there's like choreographed movements to the bike, just very easy. It's actually a rest day for me, so I'm not even supposed to be doing that, but I want to try and do a little bit of something just so that I'm getting physical activity. So I did a 20-minute groove ride, and then I did a 5-minute stretch. I'm supposed to do yoga later today, but I'm trying to wait on my yoga blocks to arrive. I also went to Starbucks to get my drink so I can get 50 more points. And now I'm here telling myself that I'm going to go upstairs after I finish talking to edit the middle school versus elementary school video, because that has to be done now because I want that to go up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And then at 3, I have a drive-by graduation party. And then at 6, I have a parent and a student who would like to give me a gift, I think. So I'm meeting them nearby to do that, which is very sweet of them. And that's really all I have planned. And then the other thing that's happening is I have some neighbors moving in, and I just realized I'm officially of the age where I'm like looking at the neighbors moving in, trying to decipher, well, what kind of neighbors are these gonna be? So I think it's a dad, like a single dad and his daughter, but it's hard to tell because there's a lot of people moving. But I don't know. Hopefully they're nice. The people that used to live there were actually friends of mine. I had their son in my class by coincidence, but you know, just hoping for some pleasant neighbors. So just pray that I have some new nice neighbors. But anyway, I need to go. I need to get that video edited, and I need to stop procrastinating. So I will check in with you guys later.
Look it! Thank you! Wait! She gets another one next year! No fair! Kaden!
Brought you a Starbucks. Right, so that is Sophie back there. This is the car parade I went to. So if you remember, Sophie helped me set up my classroom earlier this year with her mom. Sophie was also my 5th grade student way back in the day, and her mom was in a video back then, but this is their little car parade. We're all trying to keep our distance. Happy graduation, Sophie. All right, I am at home. Obviously, it is now about 7 o'clock. I believe that I captured some footage of me going to Sophie's promotion parade in her neighborhood, and so I was there for about an hour, and then I came home and had to re-edit the elementary school versus middle school video because some technical issues with my computer in iMovie, and I'm still in the middle of doing that, but I had to stop to go meet up with another student and her family at 6 o'clock because she had something that she wanted to give to me, which she did. I haven't had a chance to open it yet, but if I do, and it's not too late, I'll share it with you guys. But she gave me a card and then this little package here. So again, I'm touched because this family has already been very generous to me throughout the year, so I'm touched. And so I talked to her and her mom and her dad and her siblings for a while, and I don't know that I said it before. I meant to say it before, and if I did, it's worth repeating. I just really, like, my favorite thing about teaching is like just making connections with students, and then when those connections that you make with the students extend to their family and then those people become friends, it's just very rewarding to me, and I'm a full proponent and supporter of allowing that to happen. So I just appreciate moments like that. But I also wanted to come on before I ended the vlog for the week to show you what my little Teddy Blake bag looks like with the strap on it. I've used this today because I went out a couple times and I've just worn it as a crossbody. So this is what it looks like in case you're curious of like the length and kind of where it would sit. I'm of average height. I'm not tall, I'm not short. And this is on the, like, I put it to the setting that allows the strap to be the longest. So you can see it's right there. It's nice and small. And I've been testing it for a couple of days. I've used it a couple times this week, and it really is perfect for just like quick little trips to the store or shopping. So again, the company's name is Teddy Blake, and in full disclosure, they sent me this bag in the hopes that I would share it with you guys and give my overall impression. So far, I have nothing but positive things to say. It's a great alternative if you want like the quality of a luxury handbag like a Louis Vuitton or something along those lines, but you don't necessarily want to part with that kind of money. Just by the feel, the touch, the smell of it, I can tell that it's quality leather. They have very experienced designers, and they're always releasing different designs on a regular basis, and right now they're having a pretty good sale, I understand. So I will be sure to leave their information in the comment section, and hopefully I will also remember to just kind of show you a screenshot of some of the options they have if this particular bag is not your style, but you're in the market for a bag. Because why not? So yeah, I think I'm going to end the vlog here and say goodbye, but I do know that next week I'm going to try something different, since people on Instagram said they'd like to see a day in the life and some other things. So Liza and I are going to be doing something next week, so I'm going to try out doing just a day in the life, and I'm going to try to share how I do my brows, because that is something that people ask about and I'm just very self-conscious about showing it. But I'm gonna, you know, try and get over that, jump out of my comfort zone and share that with you guys, and see if that's helpful to you. But if you enjoyed this vlog, please do give it let me get my words together. If you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do that. If you are not following me on Instagram, make sure you head over there and follow me there as well. The username is @SmartyStyle. If you haven't checked out the elementary versus middle school video, I suggest you do that, in case you're kind of in a situation where you're debating between the two, or you're just curious. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.